over there. I'm going to end this stream in just a minute. And we'll see you later. Peace out, everybody. Hi, everybody. I don't know if anybody's jumped in just yet. Let me check in on Twitch. I'm going to try to record a snappier podcast.
I think that's
I just need to get some rest soon.
I do know that a lot of
signed in to the wrong
can
account.
have
I signed
mayo.
into VFriends. Enter the code found in your Authenticator app. One. Nice. Okay.
Burger 3
Let's
or
go
burger
to
4.
the creator dashboard. And PD Grows is here. What's up, PD? PD, I'm gonna see you in person in like 2 weeks. I love that it's PD Grows and Droshik in the house, and within 2 weeks we're gonna have our first VFriends meeting, official physical meeting in 8 days. No, it's only the 5th. It's happening on the 20th. 15 days unless you're going to Chicago. Nice. Droshik first, PD Grows second. The second mouse gets the cheese. All right, let's get this podcast up. Did Zane message me back? No. I'm sure you guys saw that there's I really need to close some tabs. This is getting ridiculous. I'm sure you all saw that there is an opening at VFriends, and I really want to apply for this position. I mean, I will apply for this position, but I just read the description today, and the reality is that they're looking for someone who's an expert in Discord bots, and I'm not sure that's a skill that I can pick up on the fly to the quality that they need. You know what I mean? So Zane is stepping down as the VFriends Discord manager, and they're looking for someone who's experienced in building, programming, monitoring, and scaling large Discord servers. And like, I've got this last piece like completely on lock, like passionate about VFriends, understands the brand, obsessed with growing a community, kind human, got it. But like, as far as the skill set of the Discord bots, if that is what they need, then unfortunately I won't really be able to provide them that. But I think it's fun to dream, to apply. You guys are having fun in the comments. What's going on? Yeah, 2 weeks. Get your calendars. Yeah, I do have the experience modding for VFriends, but they're specifically looking for somebody who can program bots for Discord and has experience scaling a Discord server. I mean, maybe I can pick. I'm still gonna apply. Like, I can totally put my hat in the ring, but I thought I might actually have like a kind of a good moonshot chance. But now I feel differently about it because it feels like they want a programmer who is also passionate about VFriends and can help run the community, and not someone who's passionate about running the community that can, advise and create bots. I'm sure I'd be great at it, dude. I couldn't imagine. That would be an incredible, like, talk about achievement unlocked. Like, that would be amazing. Yeah, that's an interesting point. But can I really learn Discord bots in a week? I mean, if I had a paid position to do it, like I certainly would. I mean, I've wanted to do it. In fact, you might not have enough time once you get the Sorcerer Scholarship. I love it. I love how hype everybody is. Marcelo, you're here. Marcelo, I'm sorry I didn't keep our appointment. Like I said, do you? I feel like I should get this podcast going, but I know that you set this time aside. I also have all day tomorrow off. I don't know what your schedule's like. I just feel bad because I know you reserved this time. Yeah. So let me know because like I don't know. We can't do two things at once. But anyway, okay. What are the visual aids I want for this? Okay, definitely need the rocks. Fear and greed index could be useful. I need Twitter. Gary V. What's he been saying?
2006, 2007, the Web 2.0 community became some of my lifelong friends. I spoke to many of them today. I never had another moment like that until now. Just interacting with all these PFP accounts, all these Bored Apes and Gutter Cats and all that. Just love it. Fucking love it. I'm in a different place in my career, which makes it different, but I just fucking love interacting with y'all, the enthusiasm. Let's not get too crazy about the money part, which is I'm a little bit worried about that. Like it's just about the money, about the flip. I love day trading. I love flipping. I love that life. I'm fully about it. But not only that, because there's so much in this community that can be great. Young artists, like there's so fucking thousands of kids that are going to be professional artists instead of going into advertising agencies or being a lawyer. Like this is a big movement. I'm so proud to be a part of it. I love so many of you. Let's keep interacting, DMing, Discording, public tweeting. It's so fun. It's like garage sailing, speculating on startups, backing things you believe in, creativity, but don't get crazy. The supply is crazy. The demand is it's growing, but it's not going to outpace. So be careful. Spend money that you can afford to lose. Just a lot of fun. I'm so pumped to be a part of this. Really. Thank you, all of you.
Please tell me you could hear that. Please. Yeah. I hadn't watched that one yet. And that's great. I'm definitely going to start the podcast with that. Let's call up the Courtside Cat sale. VeeFriends in the top 10 today. I mean, that 100 ETH sale definitely up. Oh, shit. Brian sold his productive puffin for 27. I wonder if he's going to get an ape. Man, there's been a lot of sales today. Fuck You Monday Mole for 7. Wow. Another gift go for 26. Very rare for 11. Humble Hummingbird for 7. Cores are going for 7, you guys. And why did you take the WETH offer? Why? Why did you take the WETH offer? That's okay. You do you. So we got the Courtside Cat. Let's also get VeeFriends. $10,000 Ethereum traded. Let's get, I thought I had DGen. DGen data. What's this Etherscan? I think this is done. The rocks. Did you guys catch this with the rocks? I talked about it this morning. This is crazy. What is the floor here? The floor is, let's see, 42. 33, 8.5. Ooh, that's a steal. 9. Ooh, this one's blue. Wow. Okay, so we got this blue rock is interesting. There's only a couple of these blue ones. Interesting. Okay. The scam. Yeah, we call it the scam. What is this? Yeah, Ether rocks. Go to VeeFriends. Announcements. I don't think I need to play this for the podcast.
I'm just hearing news of some people giving their seed phrase away. Please, my friends, don't be thirsty for free giveaways or surprises. Please, there will never be a time that we ask for secret or seed phrases. We've been consistent for 6 months on this. Please never give away your secret or seed phrase ever.
Yeah, well, we can play that. And special for Hangout Hawks. That feels like a whole lot of visual aid. So let's fucking go. Welcome back to the show, my friends. I am Jeremy, the Heart Trooper number 7, and I'd like to welcome you back to Jeremy Knows. We have a daily download lined up for you to know exactly what happened in the VeeFriends space today. Some good, some bad, unfortunately, but 4 significant announcements are right around the corner as the NFT market moons in some of the top projects that we've been following. Gary pumps an old project from 2017 and it sells out in hours. We also see VeeFriends surpass 10,000 Ethereum volume traded, and we have a brand new record for the highest VeeFriends sold. So stick around. It's going to be an interesting episode, and welcome back to the show. So let's kick it off with something simple and incredible. And for me, it had even extra context because this afternoon I was in a Clubhouse room. It was the VeeFriends Insiders. If you don't know, it's open 24/7. There's a bunch of folks in the community there. They chop it up. You get great advice, talk about upcoming drops. It's a very welcoming community. If you don't know, now you know. If you need a Clubhouse invite, ask. So I was there, and Crypto Bully Camp, Brian Lopez is in the room, and he was asking me about the announcements that are coming out. And he says, when do you think, how long will it take for a 100 ETH sale on VeeFriends? And I immediately answered, by the end of the year, like at least. It's coming very quick. Little did we know that it would take 8 hours because the Courtside Cat just had its first resale for 100 Ethereum. We're looking at the page on CryptoSlam right now, 5 hours ago, for roughly $280,000, 100 Ethereum. This token was purchased. The original person who minted the token minted it for 17.2 ETH, which is more than a 5x. Pretty amazing. And I wasn't planning to do this, but now I'm curious. I'm going to call up this wallet. Oh, didn't give me the full address. Regardless, congratulations to the person who's going to attend a Knicks game courtside with Gary Vee, because they are the holder of the Courtside Cat. I have a lot to say about the market movement. You know, this thing doesn't only go up, but we are in for quite a wild ride, and it's only just beginning. I feel like we're rocking and rolling. How we doing? Nice. We're good. We're good. All right, folks, so let's balance out the good with the bad, because this is absolutely tragic. And I am committing to saying this every single episode, every single day, as often as it needs to be said, until anyone who joins this space gets bombarded from every angle to know, as soon as they have a secret seed phrase, to absolutely never share it when connecting to a wallet on the internet. If you're not familiar with what a seed phrase is, you have one. If you own a MetaMask, that seed phrase is very important. It's the only key that can recover your wallet should you ever lose the device that you access your non-custodial wallet through. If you don't know your seed phrase, you need to pay the price in Ethereum that it will take to create a new MetaMask, transfer your tokens into a wallet where you have the secret seed phrase. The seed phrase is the key to your wallet. And this is why it is so critical to never, ever, 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 no matter what, ever, never, ever, 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 ever share your seed phrase with anyone. No one needs to know it. Once you have it, you should write it down on 3 separate pieces of paper. Some people go so far as to write parts of their seed phrase on different pages so it's not all in one place. Put it in a lockbox, a firebox that can't be destroyed, because whether your phone breaks or your computer breaks, that is the thing that will allow you to recover and import your wallet. And that is why scams are trying to get it, because it gives them just the momentary access to access a wallet, transfer out what they want, and leave you empty-handed. And I'm sad to report that these scams are only getting more sophisticated. There were literally dozens of VFriends bots that were coming into the server pretending to be VFriends with a link to vfriends.cc and asking people to connect their wallets and include their seed phrase. And 3 people lost their tokens. And it's really tragic. So, I'm glad you're listening to the podcast. I hope you believe the words I say, but I'm going to give it to you from the man himself.
I'm just hearing the news of some people giving their seed phrase away. Please, my friends, don't be thirsty for free giveaways or surprises. Please, there will never be a time that we ask for secret or seed phrases. We've been consistent for 6 months on this. Please never, 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 never give away your secret or seed phrase ever.
If you're hearing this in the podcast, you need to make it part of your ritual anytime that you bring someone into the space, to make sure before you let them out into the wild that is NFTs in 2021, that they know without any doubt to never share their seed phrase. This should be before 101. This should be, as you're writing down your seed phrase, it is drilled in. And I will do my best to repeat it as often as possible. But at the end of the day, people are responsible for their actions, and there's absolutely no insurance for the blockchain. So please be responsible. Please be mindful. Please be careful. And, if I don't want to scare anybody, if you're hearing this and you're concerned about scams or being hacked, most of the sites that you interact with, OpenSea, MetaMask, CryptoSlam, these sites are secure. It's okay to be connecting your wallet. If you want to add a little extra layer of security, you can disconnect your wallet after you're done engaging. This is specifically for MetaMask because that's what I use. But if you go to the extension in your browser and you hit the 3 dots in the corner, you'll see connected sites, and it will show you all of the sites that your wallet is currently connected to. If you're not engaging with those sites, you can delete them all. You can always reconnect to OpenSea. You can always reconnect to vfriends.com. The only one I really leave it connected to is Collabland, so I maintain the roles in certain Discord servers that I'm a part of. So I'm sad to report this. I have to report this, and we all have to do our best to make sure anybody who's coming into the space knows without any uncertainty that they will never need their seed phrase unless they are recovering their wallet. That's the only time, is if you lose access to your wallet, the seed phrase is how you get it back. Otherwise, no one ever needs to know it. And certainly Gary and VFriends will never ask for it. Do 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 do. What if your future self hops out of a DeLorean and says they need it? Then you should probably give it to them. You should give them your seed phrase. I shouldn't sing that. I don't want to be taken out of context. You should never, ever, 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 ever give them your seed phrase. It would be a fun challenge to sing a whole segment. So this is not VeeFriends news. This is Gary V news. More specifically, this is a reminder of how influential Gary V is. We know that when he puts on a project, it does better. When he did that for Fame Ladies, the floor shot up. When he did that for World of Women, they sold out and the floor continues to rise. And I'm not saying that these projects don't have merit on their own. They wouldn't have done well without Gary's cosign. But as he recognizes the DNA that he likes to see in a project, he's just sharing things that he's tasting, things that he likes. And he's usually, in fact, always giving the VeeFriends Discord the inside scoop on what that is, in the same way he did with curio cards. And if you check the price of curio cards today relative to the price that they were when Gary first mentioned them, you will see that he is being thoughtful about what he shares. And in fact, of the last 5 projects that he shared, they've all been winners in the short term, at least in the short term. So we have to be very careful. Just because Gary picks a project doesn't mean that it's a success. And this is one example of a high risk that could be a high reward. So I want to introduce you to EtherRock. EtherRock is a project that was launched in 2017. It's one of the first crypto collectible NFT type projects on the Ethereum blockchain, and it launched shortly after CryptoPunks. Now, relative to the 10,000 token supply of CryptoPunks, there are only 100 rocks that can ever be available, and each new rock gets more and more expensive, making this the first project that was ever released on a bonding curve. This game is built entirely on the Ethereum blockchain with a decentralized smart contract deployed here, used to manage everything, including the buying and selling of rocks, their prices and owners, through this website, or though this website is still necessary so you can see pretty pictures of the rocks. These virtual rocks serve no purpose beyond being able to be bought and sold and giving you a strong sense of pride in being an owner of one of only 100 rocks in the game. And that is essentially the website. And this is the story. Gary came onto Twitter to express the thought that projects minted before 2021 will always have a chance of making it because the blockchain will remember that they were earlier, that they will just have that difference in the metadata, that there's such a boom in 2021 of NFT projects that they'll always stand out just that much because they were minted 2020 and before. And he very quietly posted a link to etherrock.com and said this. And at the time, there were only 20 to 30 rocks that had been sold. Mind you, this project was created shortly after CryptoPunks and has been sitting here unminted for almost 4 years. And yet, today, it is completely sold out. Within 6 hours of Gary's tweet, suddenly the I don't know exactly what it was. It was like Rock 31 for 2.3 ETH sold, 2.5 sold, 2.75 sold. Literally within 3 hours, I think it was up to Rock 98, and the 10th rock would sell. I'm sorry, the 100th rock would sell for 10 ETH. But then watch what the market did. As soon as it sold out, someone listed their rock for 10 ETH. It sold immediately. After that, someone listed their rock for 15 ETH. It sold immediately. Literally, if you were watching Gary on Twitter, you could have made a 3 ETH investment yesterday, and it would have become 10 to 15 ETH today, let alone what is the potential long-term value of this hold being a rock and being a 2017 cryptocurrency project or crypto NFT project. Now, I want to drive the point home that this is an extremely high risk investment. Just because it's early doesn't mean it's going to be a success. However, Gary didn't drop this on Twitter and create this momentum in the market within a vacuum. There are developers in the project that have reemerged. They created a subreddit that's been very active. They've launched a Discord. The community is building there. So I think in time, we would have seen this project sell out. But we also have to acknowledge that Gary Vee is a significant influence in this space. And I truly believe that the velocity at which this project sold out can be traced back exactly to that tweet. So on that note, let's talk about fear and greed. So I went on quite a soapbox rant this morning on Instagram, and I'm not going to rehash it for you. I just was waking up with such an overwhelming sense of greed, knowing I saw that Ether Rock project and I could have somehow shotgunned to get the ETH and would have woken up with $10,000 and $20,000 profit if I wanted it. That specific instance is not important. I also passed on Bored Apes. I also passed on Cool Cats. The opportunity in this space is incredibly overwhelming, and it's normal to feel the greed. But what I wanted to express is how proud I was of myself that I didn't jump at this high risk investment and over leverage myself farther, because that would have removed or damaged the integrity of my foundation that I am trying to build for myself as an accountable and responsible participant in this space. And after 20 and 30 minutes sharing that, what I just put into a nutshell, I arrived at this that I want you to hear over and over and over. This opportunity will not wait for you. The opportunity that you missed out on, quote unquote, whatever you missed out on, that opportunity is never going to be more valuable than the opportunity that you have right now today. I'm going to say this again. Whatever it was, I don't care if you saw Bored Apes when they were minting, the opportunity that you think you missed out on is never going to be more valuable than what you have right in front of you today. The opportunity is here, and therefore, I want you to participate, get educated, and take action. People in this community need to start getting involved in the creation process, in the minting process, in the derivatives market. Participate, get educated, take action. Participate, get educated, take action. It's amazing that you're a part of this VeeFriends community, that you're in the Discord, that you're following me, that you're hearing these positive ideas, that you're early. But it doesn't help you that you're early if you don't take action, get educated, participate, talk to people on Twitter, ask them questions. If you have any questions, you can reach out to so many dozens of people, dozens of servers, helpful people that want you to win. We're all gonna make it if we take advantage of the opportunity that is happening now. Participate, get educated, take action. Participate, get educated, take action. Participate, get educated, take action. And when you're feeling the greed that will come time and time again, remember, we're not in a sprint, we're in a marathon. And there's much more to this game than money. And I'll let Gary's message from yesterday close out this segment. 2006, 2007, the Web 2.0
community became some of my lifelong friends. I spoke to many of them today. I never had another moment like that until now. Just interacting with all these PFP accounts, all these Bored Apes and Gutter Cats and all that. Just love it. Fucking love it. I'm in a different place in my career, which makes it different, but I just fucking love interacting with y'all, the enthusiasm. Let's not get too crazy about the money part, which is I'm a little bit worried about that. Like, just about the money, about the flip. I love day trading. I love flipping. I love that life. I'm fully about it. But not only that, because there's so much in this community that could be great. Young artists, like there's so fucking thousands of kids that are going to be professional artists instead of going into advertising agencies or doing fucking being a lawyer. Like, this is a big movement. I'm so proud to be a part of it. I love so many of you. Let's keep interacting, DMing, Discording, public tweeting. It's so fun. It's like garage sailing, speculating on startups, backing things you believe in, creativity, but don't get crazy. The supply is crazy. The demand is it's growing, but it's not going to outpace. So be careful. Spend money that you can afford to lose. Just a lot of fun. I'm so pumped to be a part of this. Really. Thank you, all of you.
So it's an exciting time. The opportunity is available to you. And I have a lot more to say on this. Like, I want to say, without going on a whole nother soapbox tangent, I just want to demystify this concept that you have to be a refined skill to call yourself an artist. Look at what Gary did with his doodles. I want to encourage you not to be precious about your first mint. You can always go and burn it. You can do something else. You can edit the metadata for months before you finally list it. You can overthink and do whatever you want. But I guarantee you that going through the process of minting will give you so much experience and knowledge that will benefit you in the future that you will likely regret not engaging with some of the technical tools of this space now when you were early and had the chance, looking back on it in 5 or 10 years. Don't be like so many thousands of people who bought their first Bitcoin and Ethereum in 2017 and 2018 and then completely forgot about it during the bear market, didn't accumulate, and came back in at $45,000 and $50,000. The long-term value and the gains, both in community and financially and otherwise, are going to come from consistency, from participation, practice, patience, getting educated, taking action, participate, get educated, take action. Don't let it pass you by. Looks like a 20-minute podcast to me. VCon soon. What's up, chat? You're having issues transfer. Yeah, OpenSea's been a little buggy. Yeah, I decided to wait a day or two. And are you getting that red bar? Yes, I've been getting that. You're trying to transfer and immediately fail. I'll need some help with making a Polygon collection. Sassy, feel free to message me. Right now, the minting on Polygon has been suspended. There's a development issue. They launched the blockchain and now it's not working the way they wanted to. So it's temporarily not available. But yes, I actually just made a video today about exactly how to mint. Like, I literally walked through, I created a collection, I minted an NFT during the live. It's all there. And I will be editing it for YouTube as soon as possible. Maybe I can get to it tomorrow. All right, let's wrap up this podcast. So this segment was Ether Rock, right? And this segment. So this is not VeeFriends news. This is Gary Vee news. More specifically, so I went on quite a soapbox rant this morning and this one is All right, folks, so let's balance out the good with the bad because this is absolutely tragic. Okay. Is there stuff I didn't talk about? Oh, we didn't talk about fear and greed, but we're back to neutral, which is kind of interesting. All right, folks, let's bring it home. Gary has confirmed for us that announcements will be coming in August. More recently, he shared that there will be 4 announcements. More recently than that, he said that there will be a VCon announcement and then 3 major collaborations. We don't know when that will be, whether they will be all at once, in what order they will come, but it is coming. And during this time leading up, in just the first few days of August, we've seen a rise in the floor price of VeeFriends go from 5 to almost 7. Like we know the courtside cat went for 100 ETH, but some of the sales that have happened just in the last several hours are blowing my mind. We've got cores for 6.9, a rare productive puffin for 12, going for more than the very rare authentic anaconda. The hollow productive puffin sold for 27.9 ETH. Another gift goat for 26. Another gift goat for 24. I don't know who swiped this lava for 14 ETH, but that was a complete steal. 2 more hollows for 23 and 17. There's a lot of money moving back and forth within this space. There's been $1.3 million in the last 30 days, but only from, is this correct? But only from 30 buyers and 30 sellers? Wow, if that's correct, I'm surprised. All right, let's not get away from the point. The point is we're ramping up, the floor is rising, and I fully expect that these announcements and confirmations of where VeeCon is specifically will create a lot of demand and excitement for the project. This is my speculation of what these 4 announcements are. Number 1, first, I think the reason we haven't gotten any announcements is because they want to lead with VeeCon, and Gary comes into the Discord every other day to say that it's close to being locked down. So I think we'll get the location and date for VeeCon first in the next 3 to 4 days. Then I think we're going to get an announcement that is relative to a specific character. It might be relative to the VCR group, the restaurant group, something like the Unwavering Urchin and the New York City sushi deal that he had mentioned. Or maybe it's the Perfect Parisian Cat and they're going to do something with stoner cats. Who knows? But something character specific. Then I expect for Spectaculars to get a significant collaborative announcement. For a while, I was thinking it would be the entire Spectaculars rarity, but I'm leaning now more toward gold or bubblegum or diamonds. But my lead is gold and some collaboration there. I don't know what it would be. Maybe it's access. Maybe it's confirmation of what their added benefit at VeeCon is. But in that situation where your character doesn't matter, but the rarity matters, and that all gold token holders or all bubblegum token holders will have some sort of added utility to their token. Could be very interesting. And for the 4th, it's such a wild card. I honestly don't know. I don't think, the way it was phrased was collaboration, project collaboration. So I don't think it's going to be something like the Hangout Hawk date. I don't think it's going to be when the gift goat gifts arrive. I think it's going to be a little more surprising, a little more sneaky. Could be one of the more or one of the characters that's getting less attention. But that is my guess for you, because we love to speculate. It's a lot of fun. We know. But the fact is, we just got to be patient. Gary put out a video just a couple days ago where he said he knows it's been quiet. He's been intentionally quiet. He's been building this in the background, but he's about to get very loud. And I can't wait to share it with you in the upcoming episodes. So I would be remiss recording a podcast today if I did not mention that the Hangout Hawks have something secret up their sleeve. Gary teased on Twitter After a Hangout Hawk sold for 20 ETH, someone shared that it's the biggest investment they ever made. They believe in Gary. They're so excited to be a Hangout Hawk holder. He replied and said, wait till the Hawks see the secret surprise after 3 years. And this is very, very significant. It didn't move the market per se, but a lot of the big question about the sustaining value of a VeeFriends NFT is, what about after VeeCon? After the access is gone, after all of this utility that's built in up front, what then? Okay, it's the IP. Is that going to maintain the prices we're seeing now? What is that landscape going to look like? Yada, 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 yada. This is the first time, to my knowledge, that we're getting a confirmation that there is something confirmed for a token after the 3 years. And it's going to the Hangout Hawks. And it makes sense. During the auctions, when Hangout Hawks were sitting on the floor for 3 ETH, Gary was saying that, especially for small business owners, that it's maybe the best investment buy that you can make. I know I certainly would love to have one. And I'm also going to speculate on what this secret up his sleeve might be. Granted, it could be anything, and whatever it is now could change over the course of 3 years. But I slept on that news, and I woke up with this idea that seems so simple that it could actually be right. And that is that the secret for the Hangout Hawks that Gary has up his sleeve is that after the 3-year access to and Hangouts with him, that he will pass it on to someone in his inner circle that he respects and admires. Meaning, in 2025, instead of getting 5 Hangouts with Gary Vee, you get 5 Hangouts with Steve Aoki or The Rock or Oprah or Logic or Russ or any of these characters that are floating around in his ecosystem. I could see it be a cool thing to just happen for the next 40 and 50 years of who's going to have the Hangout Hawk this year. And maybe it's not so wild as what Gary's doing with 5 Hangouts per year. Maybe it's just 1 per year or 2 per year. But you get to hang out with, Tim Cook or Jeff Bezos or Mark Cuban or Steph Curry or whoever. It would be amazing if I happen to be right about this and they just pass around the Hangout access and turns into something way beyond what we ever expected. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's it. Good show, everybody. Maybe in 6 years, he will be passing off the Hangout Hawk access to me. That would be, I don't even know what that would mean. What would that even mean? You guys, am I gonna really become a sorcerer? Like, what do you think Gary is like? I wish I could be inside Gary's head. I mean it when I say, like, don't think about it too much, like when we'll hear about it, but because it's just out of my hands at this point. But like, I want it so badly, and I'll never say I deserve it because I just don't. There's nothing that I can do to deserve it, or rather, it's not my place to decide I deserve it. But I know I've done my absolute best, and it just would inevitably change the course of my entire life. Like this whole project has already changed the course of my entire life, and still, what an incredible change that would be. Hangout Hawks. That's our show. Thank you so much for listening to the Jeremy Knows podcast, this daily download for August 5th, 2021. The first week of August is almost wrapped up. To be honest with you, I was expecting August 5th just because of the number 5 to hear something big today. It didn't happen, but we do know that Gary is constantly in these meetings and sharing with us it is going to happen. He was so hyped about the Courtside Cats sale, and I'm just so sure that he is eager to share these announcements with us and just waiting for the right timing. Want to also add, because you never know who's listening to the podcast, that VeeFriends is hiring a Discord manager. Zane Gaziani will be stepping down, and they're looking for someone to take over, specifically someone who loves VeeFriends, knows Gary's brand, is excited about building community, and has experience scaling a Discord server and using and programming bots as well. Additionally, Vayner NFT is hiring developers for VeeFriends and for other upcoming projects. If you want to support the channel, our NFT is on sale for the next few days. You can find it in our bio link in our Yat on Instagram at WannaBeAVFriend, or you can search for WannaBeAVFriend on OpenSea and you can find my collections. Otherwise, it always helps to share the podcast, review it on Apple Podcasts, or even, you know what's even more helpful than that is just telling me what you thought. Like sending me a DM on Twitter at WannaBeAVF or on Discord or wherever you want, telling me how it was. Why do you listen to the podcast? What is your favorite part? What would you like more of? What could you imagine? What do you wonder would make it better? All of that stuff is so extremely helpful. And yes, sharing, tagging, liking, all the rest. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your attention, and I will continue to provide value in every way that I can imagine. Lots more to come. I've said enough for now. I will see you tomorrow. My name is Jeremy. I'm the Heart Trooper number 7, and this was Jeremy Knows. Done. You could share all of your journey from now until then. People would love to hear that story for sure. Good night, Sassy Token. It's not too late. I was sitting on the couch with Haley today, and I forgot what I was doing, but I was doing something on my phone that she had to watch me do it, and the notifications were just coming in, like DMs and likes on tweets and stuff, and she was like, are you just used to that? Like, how do you handle that? And that's what I was just doing. Like, I saw something come in. Outro. Okay, let's get some music on this bitch. It was a relatively longer podcast, actually. I really want this podcast to be daily. Ominous? No. Cheerful? No. No. Is it folksy? No. Yeah. Actually, let me do this one first. Hangout Hawks. Announcements should be cheerful, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Outro. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Four. Episode 54. Rocks and scams. Do you actually read the episode description? We cover a lot of ground in this podcast. The first 100 ETH sale for VeeFriends arrives with a purchase of the courtside cat. Hang out. I speculate on the announcements that are coming this month, as well as the surprise for Hawk Hangout Hawk holders. After 3 years, we talk breed and community and job opportunities and scams. Enjoy. Would love to hear your response. If you feel inspired, please review the podcast wherever you listen. Cool, everybody. Thank you all. All right, my friends, it's time to say goodnight. And as we go, I must remind you that Gary will never ask you for your seed phrase. Don't be a stooge. Don't get caught with your tokens out the door. It's a shitty story to tell and nobody wins but some fucking scammer on the end who can program a bot that tricks you into putting in your seed phrase. Don't fucking do that. And Gary will never ask you for your seed phrase. Gary will never ask you for your seed phrase. Gary V, nor V friends, nor anyone in this fucking space who has any credibility at all will never, ever, ever, never, ever fucking ask you for your seed phrase. Ever. Anytime you're getting a DM in the Discord and it says, congratulations, you've won 7 Ethereum, it's a scam. Delete, block, get it out of your life. Focus on the things that serve you. Get that shit out of here. That was a song, right? Yeah, man. Are we going to shoot a mini doc over the weekend? Because I'm down. I'm totally down. Honestly, the fact you saying that makes me think that I should get Alex to fly out here for that weekend. Bro, we should get Alex to fly out and he can be the camera guy. I need you to send me your hat as a transparent PNG. Okay. I think I have. Done. Your logo. Kind of been tweaking the logo. So I've got this one. That's not really a logo. I'm just sending you that because it looks nice. The logo, I know what you want. You want this. You want this one. Okay, I sent you the logo. Bro, you're so excited. Let's fucking go. I love it. Oh my God. Let's go. I'm telling Alex he needs to come. Oh, did I leave? Wait. Hold on. I'll be right back. That was weird. What is Droshik up to right now? What is this? Maybe people purchasing Sorcerer J is transparently for your own NFT endeavors. What does this mean? Oh, Droshik, do you want the hat to be like you only want the black lines? Right, you don't want a transparent background, you want it transparent. Let me see. I might have to make it really quick. Oh, it's not a transparent background? Let me just make it really quick. So doing it this way is a little. I mean, yeah. I mean that's fine. Maybe this is what you want. I'm sending you something new, Joshi. that's kind of a rough cutout of the logo. I thought I had another one that was like actually transparent, but I have so many random media now that I really need to do some media management, because as you know, it's just been a little wild. Yeah, I don't have a transparent one with like really clean black lines. Maybe I can get one from Tim. I know Alex has made one, but I think I just don't have it favorited, so I would have to dig through like a bunch of images. Let me know if that one's also not. Like, it doesn't have a transparent background. That's so weird because it's totally transparent on my end. That's weird. Really. Did you save it? Send it on Discord? Sure. Let me select these. The one with the white background. You got it. Where's my Discord? I mean, that definitely has a transparent background. So you can't tell me that doesn't have a transparent background. Yeah, it was an Instagram thing. Right on. This is funny because like I forgot that your comment is on the stream and you're DMing me on Instagram and I'm talking to you through the Twitch, but also our Discord conversation is on the screen. I don't know what else can I share? I got some COVID results today. This is not important. Oh, this. Oh my God, did I win? Or no, it's a 20. You guys, I kind of on a whim, I bought this NFT. I bought this NFT for 3 reasons. I don't know if anybody was in the Let's Be Friends Clubhouse today, but this guy has a project, Ludot Box. He has a project where he wants people to make 6-second videos and mint them as one NFTs on Foundation and have them all be part of the same collection. So like you contribute to the collection, you give 10% to Gary and 10% to him, and you'd get 80%. And so like, I'm interested in contributing one, like whatever. But this is the first one and I actually like it. I wouldn't mind having a fan art of Gary in my wallet, but also when you get a bid on Foundation, then you get 2 invites to list tokens on Foundation. And so I wanted an invite and I just kind of impulsively, I was like, 0.1's not something to just like throw around. Like I don't spend 0.1 just willy-nilly, as it were. But I was like, I'm going to support this guy's project. And, if he does build this and eventually gets like 500 portraits of Gary created by people in the community, then maybe the first one will have 0.1 of value or more. But I mostly bought it this is my problem with flipping is like, I'm so much more of a of like a collector at heart than a trader. So I don't know. Yeah, this is funny, right? Like it also has audio of him saying like, if you take that ore and put an M and E, you get more. I don't know. Maybe it's a stupid purchase. Well, time will tell. Time will tell. And I might even just try to flip it immediately. Or maybe I'll send it to Gary. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I also wouldn't mind if somebody outbid me, but anyway, just sharing what else is up. This is the Wolfgang project I told you about. We have a YouTube. If you want to follow on YouTube, we're there now. And so I'm actually streaming all of the live streams. So we're actually live on YouTube right now. I don't know if nobody's watching on YouTube, which makes sense. But so now all of the streams are starting to get archived on YouTube, which is really, really great. And over time, I want to be creating more like actual YouTube content. Like right now, the archive is fine, but like I do want to be creating some YouTube content. Flame of Purpose is a thing. I guess I should be mindful about what's being streamed. I think flashing those DMs for a second is not really a big deal. I guess I can get off this now. I'm really wondering, because that Ether Rock project, it's like the first project on a bonding curve. And when Gary tweeted about it, it was about 3 ETH. Now the floor is 8.5. And like, that's a big move to make. But like, I don't know. Is that a good investment? It's hard to say. I would have to jump into the Discord and like think about it. Like I'm not about to do it, but I'm just like wondering, like, people who are in maybe like a slightly higher budget of their like monthly comings and goings of what they're operating with ETH. I wonder how they would look at an 8.5, because, here's the thing. Here's the reason why I'm hung up on this 8.5 and why there's a greedy part of me that is like, why not? And it's because they're CryptoPunk contemporaries, 2017 historical project, first bonding curve, and their supply is 100 times less than CryptoPunks. Like, we've seen where CryptoPunks is. And granted, there's culture, there's community, like that's a different thing. But just in terms of economics, there's 10,000 CryptoPunks. Their floor is over $100,000. There's 100 of these rocks, and their floor is 8.5, which is like $20,000 or something. I don't know. It seems like, it's like I said in the podcast, it seems like very high risk, but possibly also high reward. I think it's pretty much time for bed. This is exciting. I love this. This is a support resistance flip. That's what this is. And what is this chart? Oh, this is US dollar sales. Wow, it's amazing. I guess it makes sense. I was going to say, it's amazing how similar this chart looks to the chart on DGen data, which is average ETH sales. So in the average ETH sales chart, and I can pull that up. right here. Change the date range. So in the DGen data, like look how similar this chart looks to this chart. Like we've got this range here, and granted, like the range is wider in terms of sales, but we spent the same amount of time in this range here as we were bouncing from 6 to 8 average ETH, and then until we broke out of it. And you can see right here is where we flip support at an average price for sales in a day above 8. We didn't take out the high. So the previous high was 12.9, and the high the last high, the local high was 12.2. But we also haven't taken out the low. If VeeFriends, so long as the average price of ETH is more than, so long as the average sale price of VeeFriends in ETH is 9 or more tomorrow, then I would consider all of this a wave. Like this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like we could be well on our way to 15. Or we may have just entered a second range above 8 ETH and below 13 ETH. And we might range from 8 to 13 as average sales for a minute before we actually continue the uptrend. But that's really interesting because here we did put in a higher high because there was a humongous $1.5 million day. And now because of the courtside cat, this is Wednesday. Why isn't it showing me? How do I change the date range here? Click and drag. Click and drag to zoom in. No. Reset zoom. No. Oh, I see. I want to see all of the data. I guess it's just not ready yet. I don't know. I haven't used CryptoSlime as much as I need to. Anyway, to everybody hanging out, you're the fam. You're the real deal. Alex is like, Alex got back to me. He's like, oh shit, what's going down? Alex, on the 20th, Droshik is coming from Chicago to spend the weekend here in New York City. And there are several other VeeFriends here in the city. And the 20th is a Saturday. I'm sorry, the 20th is a Friday. That Saturday is the final Knowing Gnome giveaway. That's where the actual Knowing Gnome will be given away. And so we're definitely going to need a component in the Wannabe Sorcerers campaign. And it's just going to be so fucking fire that Droshik and I are talking about creating a mini documentary. And I was like, well, shit, we should get Alex here and make it a whole thing. So are you coming? I have a feeling he's going to try. Need your address and t-shirt size, Droshik. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm sending you what you asked for. I think my t-shirt size is small. I actually just got some new clothes, and I think I got these in a small. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I got my Perspective Pigeon merch today. Amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna go to bed, you all. It's been a good day, long day. Anything I've needed to tell you, I've probably told you 3 times already. If you have any questions, hit me up. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for hanging out. I don't know who's all here. I know Joshik and Petey are here, but for Marcelo or whoever's what's the word that Gary would use? Not creeping, lurking. For whoever's lurking, I appreciate you. Good night, Marcelo. I'll touch base with you tomorrow. Like I said, I have the whole day off, so like, it can't be all be friends, but I would be very tired. I'd be very grateful to do that website stuff we're talking about. All right. So yeah. Until tomorrow. Adios. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Farewell. Peace out. See you soon.